Hello and happy Magical Monday. There's kind of no more magical of a Monday than the true lunar and astrological Samhain. So today is that day where Scorpio is 15 degrees of Scorpio, which is for the astrologers true Halloween. This is the true Samhain, the true fall, veil is thin, deepest day of the year. What's crazy about that, and I'll say crazy awesome or magical, in this case, we also have that beautiful sweet spot of a Taurus lunar blood moon eclipse tomorrow morning in the wee hours of the morning. So you really have this magical, deep, powerful energy happening right now. So happy Monday. I see you, Ashley, and I see you, Sue, and to all of you who are even watching on hashtag replay, I want to just wish you just a beautiful night. I know the energy is intense anytime you're completing an eclipse cycle, and that's what this is. There's always 2, sometimes 3, but never less than 2 eclipses together. And so we started with the first eclipse 2 weeks ago, and that was a solar eclipse. So when the solar eclipse is first, it's a dragon head. So when you have the lunar as the second eclipse, it's a dragon tail. So you have this dragon energy. You have Scorpio, which is death and magic, and even a little bit of sexy energy. And then you have Taurus, ruled by Venus. And so this is aspects of love and home and money. Venus always rules the money, and it rules the body. And so you have this like really potent energy, and that could be intense. It could be that some of you are feeling it in a possibly negative way. It could be that you're feeling deeply inspired. So if something is catching for you, if anything is feeling sticky or stuck, see what it is you need to let go of to really allow that to be released. There is an amazing opportunity always with Samhain, and certainly with a blood moon lunar eclipse, to be in release mode. There's also something extremely activating. This isn't just me, but I know there's always something astrologically going on. There's always. And this is one of those deeply important parts of 2022. There was an eclipse back, if you remember, I know it was a while ago, but there was an eclipse cycle, Scorpio Taurus, at the beginning of the year with the solar eclipse in Taurus and the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So this basically is a backwards energy to that, where it's lunar Scorpio or lunar solar Scorpio and lunar Taurus. And so this means that we are 6 months into the bigger Taurus Scorpio eclipse cycle. And that means, what were you working on 6 months ago that may be coming to head right now? What are you going for in the next 6 months? Because you're going to see this cycle repeat for several more repeatable cycles. So Taurus and Scorpio will end up doing this dance for about 2 years. And we've really just kind of started. We're 1 year in for Scorpio, and we are 6 months in for Taurus. And so what is it we're manifesting with our body? What kind of identity are we shifting? Who do we want to be when this is all said and done? Where do you want to be in 6 months? And certainly, where do you want to be in 2 years? And lean in, because this is also for the Celts, the witches' new year. And so this is sort of a new year, new cycle, rebirth time. So we're burning down the old with the dragon, and we are lighting up and igniting the new with this energy. So with any eclipse, you're going to see things that are shadowed. You're going to see things that have been hidden come out. And it's interesting because this is all happening right on this is where I'm really curious to see where we are on like Wednesday or Thursday of this week, because we do have the elections, the midterm elections on Tuesday. So remember, anything you've been outraged about in this last 6 months, let's say, I don't know, Roe versus Wade, or anything that you really want to make right in your own life, any rights that you want to make, any wrongs that you need to make right, anything that you've been maybe trying to justify, that you're ready to like really get serious about, certainly go out and vote, and certainly look at your own things that you may have had in shadow. It is, when you're having an eclipse, it's an illumination into the shadow. It is looking at things we don't always want to look at. It is getting super powerful. It is getting super clear, and clarity is the key here. Sit with yourself. If it's intense, anytime this week, because we aren't going to end with the total lunar eclipse. It is a total lunar eclipse. We won't have one at all until 2025, another total lunar. So this is a total lunar, not a partial. So it might be worth getting up in the morning to go watch that eclipse before sunrise, and then watch the sunrise maybe. But go outside if it's possible. Most of North America, weather permitting, will be seeing it. And it's interesting because we have a tropical storm. Taurus is in Uranus, and so we should be and Taurus is getting eclipsed. So we should expect the unexpected. And here we are in Florida with another tropical storm coming up later this week. So what is the storm inside? What the metaphor here is, what do you have to calm? Where do you have to be getting clarity? What are you doing right now? But it's also harvest season. It's the final harvest. So what do you have to be grateful for? What is it that you have to be able to see how far you've come to be able to make the next quantum leap? What is it you have to see what you already have to be calling in the new? And then we kind of bookend this week on Friday with the 11/11. And I have seen the numbers this year really be potent. So you're looking at 11/11 and you're looking at 2/22. So that's a 6, and 11/11 adds up to 4. So you're talking about a new day, a new dawn, a rebirth. And also 1 is about wholeness, oneness. And so are we coming into oneness? It's possible for you right now if you tap into that energy. That's certainly what I will be doing and working with on Friday. If you're in my Magic Moons group, we're going to be doing a 11/11 in the morning activation. So it's not too late. You could even join right now and get in on tonight's call. So Magic Moons is where I do all the big activations, and we will be doing an activation on 11/11. I will also, for in-person, be doing this amazing, wonderful, first time I'm going to be doing an oils temple. So we'll be, if you are local, this is an in-person temple in Castleberry, Florida, which is the absolute sort of like right off of the side of 1792, just a little bit above Orlando, Florida. And we are doing this beautiful temple with the Bloom essential oils on Friday. So if you want something in person, we're going to start at 7 o'clock, and we'll be doing an anointing process in person. And of course, we do have, if people have been asking me, are you doing anything with the oils online? We are still in the 101 certification right now. So if you are interested in the certification of the Bloom oils, that's still available online. So there's something for everyone, online and in person, happening this week. what am I doing tonight? Tonight being the Monday night, if you're watching this, and it is actually live, or this evening, Monday night, I am actually working with the energy of manifestation. So I always do my manifesting before the eclipse. So I'm really doing the calling in tonight. I've got some beautiful candle magic that'll be happening. I'm working with ancestor altar. As you can see, I've got my Thanksgiving altars all set up, and I'm working with that gratitude and ancestors and all the things that have to do with this solar and lunar energy, which is balance. This is all about being able to be in that fullness. And I see Ashley says wholeness. Absolutely. First on the list. I think wholeness is absolutely a theme for this season. So anyone and everyone working on wholeness is really beautiful and powerful and empowering right now. So if you can get focused on that. Where are your energy leaks? Wholeness for me is, what do you have to seal up? Is there a money leak? Is there a energy leak? Is there a place where you've got a little resentment that you can forgive? Maybe a boundary that you might need to place where you say no. So to get to wholeness, there's often forgiveness work to do. There's often acceptance work to do. And then there's my favorite part, which is stepping into your power. There's definitely a power force in the Taurus energy, in the energy of claiming it right now. So if you're wanting to do work about claiming your power, owning your voice, Taurus rules the throat and the throat chakra and the voice. So, I mean, if you notice, I even have my feathers, I tied them high up on my throat today because I'm working with that energy of projecting and being in my power, in my voice, in my deep experience. I'm a Taurus, so I'm certainly getting deeply eclipsed. Someone asked me earlier what signs are most affected by this eclipse cycle. It's all of your fixed signs. So you're talking Taurus, you're talking Leo, you're talking Aquarius. So, and then of course Scorpio. So there's and everybody, like everybody's being eclipsed, the whole planet. That means if you're feeling fatigue, give yourself rest. It means that if you're feeling like you're feeling intense, see what you need to balance yourself out to feel at peace. Meditate, do self-care, hydrate. I read that in 3 different places because of the Scorpio energy. Take care of yourself in a way that hydrates you. Get a bath, go to the beach, go to a river, a spring, take a shower if that's all you've got. Make a foot bath, because you can just get a bowl of water, some Epsom salts or sea salt, and create a hot foot soak. So ground is a great time to work with crystals. I've got my new crystal babies over the last couple of days. Actually, I guess it's been a couple weeks now. I was able to acquire a beautiful piece of lapis from CJ and Sai. Mostly Sai, who's the one who picks out the crystals, but T and Tarot had this incredible lapis piece for me at the Witches Ball. And I just want to thank everybody at the Witches Ball. It was an incredible experience, and I really, truly appreciated being out there as the fairy godmother. And I even more appreciated the crystals from you, Sai. And then I also was out at a blessing for Loving Thyself Rocks, and I acquired an amazing piece of malachite. So I just want to thank everybody, and I want to thank everybody that came out to Witchy Weekend. It was amazing, like the best retreat I have ever hosted, and the energy was so great and grand, and the bed and breakfast was outstanding. The food was incredible. The people were terrific. We had tea and tarot out there. We had Michael and Chelsea selling jewelry. Like, I can't tell you how astounding it was. And it wouldn't have been possible without Marissa. So thank you, Marissa, for all you do for me, all of these events, and even getting ready for the ones that we like basically came home, cleaned up from those events, and we're now getting ready for our Egypt tour, which this is really the last week. If you've been on the fence for the Egypt trip, this would be the time to get a hold of me. We actually have something kind of awesome that happened. We're going to be on an even more extravagant boat. There's like some upgrades on the trip. So if you're interested in that trip, this is your last week. So in the attitude of gratitude, I want to thank you. This soul circle has been an anchor for me. If you have watched even one video, then you mean something to me. And if I have helped you even one time with my words, then that means something to me. So to me, this is truly a time of gratitude. And for this soul circle, I am grateful for each client. I am so grateful. Everybody who's ever worked with me, I am thankful, and you just really open my heart and make my life possible. And so we will continue to serve you in whatever way we possibly can throughout the season. And so that's my commitment to you. And so let's do a little activation, because it is that time. Relax your neck. Breathe your breath in. Allow yourself to come into your center. Imagine that there's a beautiful light coming down from above. Imagine that it is washing away, cleansing, and removing anything from your field. Invoking a beautiful field of light all the way around your body, in front of you, behind you, to the right of you, to the left of you. Imagine bringing the earth energy, the earth in her power, up into your heart and connecting to the heartbeat of earth, connecting to Mother Gaia. So above you and below you, now within you, imagine that your chakras are aligning like a column of light. And let's just release anything you're holding on to that may be intense from this eclipse, anything that may be intense in this season, anything that may just be happening in your life and around you. Disconnecting, cutting and clearing anything that's attaching you to intensity, group consciousness, other people's stuff, and also helping you center and align with your own stuff. It is commanded here in the now to be present in your truth, to be aligned in your heart, in your field, that your right and left brain be balanced, that your upper body and your lower body be balanced, that your blood and your bones and your muscles and your tissues and your cells all be activated to your youth and vitality, that you are activated to your highest spiritual DNA, that you are healing from the past, that you are released from old karma, that you are activated into the highest cells and youth and vitality, but deactivating your aging gene, deactivating aging and getting older, deactivating disease and disorder in your body, and really bringing you into optimum health, and really sending the energy of magic and miracles and blessings and wholeness and the divine into your body, into your cells, and that you have peace within, patience, that you're living a life of patience as everybody else is making these changes, and that you're already living on your best timeline, that you're activated into the timeline that brings you love and joy and wholeness and completion as you move into this new energy, that you are in alignment, that you are in joy. Creation, and in that same co-creation, that you're in coherence, that your own personal field is coherent with the world around it, and that you remember that you are whole and you are complete and you are holy, treating yourself like the divine that you are. And so it is. And so it shall be. And just filling you up with unconditional love and light, and just seeing yourself, remembering who you are. And then let's send some love out into the planet right now. If there's somebody that you can think of that needs maybe a physical healing, maybe there's someone that's going through something, and maybe there's something that's going on in someone's life that's emotional. Let's go ahead and send them healing and connection and resolution to whatever's going on in their lives. And let's just send out to the group and the collective that we have the best elections ever here in the United States on Tuesday, and that all of the politicians in the world are making the right choices for us here on planet Earth and in the United States. And let's just send out one more big thought process, that everybody in the world has what they need, whether that's food, energy, money, security, that we see our world really evolving into new earth, and that we're in solutions of unity consciousness. So let's just send out all these healings. Take a deep breath in and receive it into yourself. And send it out into the planet. Send out all the good vibes, all the good thoughts, activating this world and the highest timeline. And then receive that back in for yourself. Let's do it 3 times. So one big send, sending out love and compassion and healing to the planet. Bring that back into your heart, into your cells, into your knowledge. And one last big send, that we are truly in coherence as a planet and unitary consciousness, unity consciousness, wholeness. As light beings, we are changing the world and moving forward with grace and ease and love and joy. And then just receiving that one last time into your heart, into your mind's eye, knowing that you are part of the solution. Know that you are part of the receiving of the bounty that the universe has to offer. Knowing that you are worthy, you are deserving, you are valuable, and that good things are coming your way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. And my last piece of information, my last piece of sort of advice for you this week is to stay above the fray. Every person's feeling the magnetic pull of the planet right now. It's just literally something that every single person will feel. And so as people are feeling this really intense energy, try not to take things personally. Try to be extra compassionate. Try and be solution oriented, or just step back and be without taking on a projection that someone else may be putting onto you. And be careful not to put a projection onto another person. Right now, like stay in your lane. Don't go trying to fix everything for everybody, and don't take what other people are doing quite so personally. That's one of the 4 agreements, and I love the 4 agreements, but one of those is to actually remember that it's none of our business what's going on with other people, and we want to not make it so personal what someone else is doing. And remember that everything is, yes, stay in your bubble, stay in your own bubble. So that this week, if it's always true, but this week it's extra true. Stay in your own lane, stay in your bubble. Replace your energy with just spending extra time sending unconditional love. And if you want to, I have a love meditation on YouTube, which is Connect to Love. I have played that at least 3 times myself this week. So, just remember that you can always step out and refill. When things get intense, try and be part of the solution and not engage. And if there's something you really want, maybe pick a different day to go about it than when the intensity is there. So I love you all. I see somebody just said they need to go back to the beginning. Absolutely. We're going to pop this right up as a replay. Definitely, if you just hopped on, go back to the beginning. I love you. I will see you next week. Try and keep yourself in the energy of remembering what it is you want and focus on that. Remember what it is you've come here to do, to be, to create, and focus on that. In this energy, what you think about will manifest. So if you're thinking negative thoughts, that will become your truth. If you choose to think wonderful thoughts about your potential, your possibility, you will actually get that accelerated magical synchronicity happening with you and for you. So now is the time, and I wish you just a absolutely glorious total lunar eclipse in Taurus tomorrow morning and an amazing 11/11 activation. And I hope I see some of you personally on Friday. I love you.